Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make lo bak go, or Daikon radish cake. This savory steamed cake is a popular dim sum dish. It is especially popular during Chinese New Year. So let's take a look at the ingredients. 4 mushrooms and half a cup of dry shrimps soaked overnight, and 2 Chinese sausages. Dice them all up. About 2 pounds of Daikon radish. Weighing a little more or a little less is okay. Daikon looks like a giant white carrot. It is in the radish family, and it has a mild, sweet flavor. They come in either Chinese or Japanese versions. This one is Chinese. The Japanese ones are much bigger. Sometimes they're as big as a baseball bat. They both taste similar, so use either one is fine. I want to point out here that many people call this a turnip cake, while it is really made out of daikon. Turnip is a totally different vegetable that cooks differently and has a different flavor. So make sure you buy daikon to make this cake and not turnip. Peel, wash, and shred it up either by hand or in a food processor. Now we can start cooking. Heat up a big pan. Put some oil in it. Sautee the Chinese sausage. Careful with the sausage, it burns easily, so turn the heat to medium-high. Then put the dry shrimps in there and mix it around. And add the mushrooms in there too, and then mix it around. Let them hang out like this on medium heat for about 5 to 6 minutes to give the flavors a chance to combine. Put the shredded daikon into the pan. Then stir it around and add 2 tablespoons of canola oil. You can skip the oil, but having oil in it will make the cake moist and silky. Then add salt to taste. Salt will help draw out its own natural juices. Mix well and cover it for 10 minutes on medium-high heat. Since daikon is a radish, it still has a little bite to it, so it needs to be cooked thoroughly to get rid of that bite. Then its natural sweetness will come out. After 10 minutes, the mixture looks like this. This cake requires quite a bit of broth. I use the liquid from soaking the mushrooms, then add chicken broth to make 2 cups of liquid. Pour it into the mixture. Mix well, and then cover it and continue cooking for another 10 minutes. Now that it's thoroughly cooked, it's time to season it. I use 3 heaping teaspoons of chicken bouillon powder, 1½ tablespoons of white pepper. Give it a toss. About 3 tablespoons of sugar, and a teaspoon of sesame oil. Mix well, then do a taste test. Make sure it is seasoned to your liking before adding in the rice flour. 1 1-pound bag of rice flour, but we're only going to add 1/3 of a bag at a time. Toss it around and mix well. Then add the second third of the flour. Then mix it around a bit. We're going to add in an additional 2 more cups of broth. This is the first cup. Mix it around a bit. Then add the last third of the flour and the remaining cup of broth. Mix well. Make sure all the broth and flour are evenly incorporated into the mixture. The broth should be totally absorbed into the batter, and the flour is distributed evenly. Spray a deep dish pan with an oil spray, then scoop the daikon mixture into the pan. Make sure not to fill it up too full because it'll expand during cooking. I also prepare a smaller plate too because we like it piping hot straight from the steamer. We'll snack on the small plate today and save the big one for frying tomorrow. Smooth out the surface of each batch before steaming so that they'll look prettier when they're cooked. Put it in the steamer on high heat for 1 hour. This is my lobako, fresh from the steamer. I can't wait to dig in the smaller plate for snack while it's still piping hot. I will let the big one completely cool, then put it in the fridge overnight. It's next day and I'm prepping to fry it up. I cut it into big long strips, then cut them into 1/2 inch thick pieces, like this. Heat up a pan, put some oil in it, then fry them up. When it's brown on one side, then flip them over and brown the other side. When they're done, then put them on a plate and serve them hot. So this is what the fried ones look like. They have a slight crisp on the outside from frying, and inside is moist and silky and totally delicious. I can never decide which way is better, fried or piping hot straight from the steamer. Guess I just have to keep eating them till I can figure that out. You can find the recipe under description. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.